gift. Golf has such a beautiful gift, which some people are uncomfortable with, that is called pressure. On the first tee, if you know that first golf ball you're hitting starts you around, sets you up for the round, that's pressure. Embrace it. It's not necessarily comfortable, but don't toss it aside by saying, I'll hit 2 or 3 shots off the first tee to start my round.
I'll have a mulligan.
I'll have a mulligan.
A breakfast ball.
Breakfast ball, yes. Or hit till you're happy off the first tee. Small,
oh my gosh.
Yeah.
If you have pressure and you deliver under pressure,
Yes.
that is one of the most satisfying
Correct.
experiences there is. And we've got to learn to handle that first tee shot.
One of the keys to navigate that pressure is to have a routine before you tee off.
Pre-shot routine. That is really important. Hogan, had a couple of waggles, and he did it the same every single practice shot or whatever. If you do that, it clears your mind. You're not thinking about, there's a out of bounds right, there's a bunker on the left, so forth. You get these negative thoughts. Don't hit it over there. That's the worst thing you can do, right? Is have a negative thought.
Correct.
So you get your pre-shot routine, whatever it might be, and then hit.
Correct. Pre-shot routine is massive. When I teach, people want distance and consistency. So now we're touching on consistency, and that is pre-shot routine, whatever it is. Bob, do you mind showing us your pre-shot routine?
But I place the ball 2 inches inside my heel because that's where the ball has to be. If you're hitting a driver, that's where it is. If you're hitting a wedge, that's where it is. And then I waggle, I wiggle too, but I waggle 3 times. And then I hit the ball. And that keeps us from being distracted.
So my pre-shot routine is similar. I like to start behind the golf ball. So I've already selected what club I'm using, right? I got an 8-iron here because I need to hit it X amount of yards and hit a certain shot. So I've already made all those decisions before I even start my pre-shot routine. So now my pre-shot routine is focused on the target, looking at my ball flight, right? Finding my ball flight, and often I'll just adjust my hat, maybe my glasses, and then step into my pre-shot routine. Now, as you can see, I'm looking at the target the whole time because that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get it to the target. If we focus solely on what's going on the ground, we're in trouble. We're just trying to get a ball into a hole. It's easy. It just happens to be like a long way away. So my pre-shot routine, again, I'll take a look, I'll get set, confirm my shot flight, get set up, looking at the target, set up my stance, target, 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 and then fire. So that's my pre-shot routine. And when you stick to a pre-shot routine like that, it creates consistency. That's what we're all looking for in this game.
That was great. But I noticed something on your pre-shot routine. As you stood up there, just before you took it back, you dropped your shoulder, your right shoulder back.
Yes. Okay.
Just before.
So, yeah, that's right. So everybody should have a trigger before they start their swing. For me, that's my trigger. I've gone through my routine before I pull back. That triggers the shot, right? That triggers the movement. I do that because I have a slightly over-the-top path. This just helps my path of the club head. But we can get into that in another episode. But, so yeah, that's part of the trigger.
One of the things that I do, the reason I like seeing you do that is because that's one of the things I do in my setup is I drop that right shoulder back and down just a little bit because too many people want it up and out. If you got it up and out, there's the swing. It's right over the top, which is the bane of so many golfers.
That's right.
Tell me about the club face.
Well, okay. Well, the club face is really all that matters is what happens at impact. How you get there, everybody does it differently, right? But we need club face awareness. If it's pointing left, the ball's going left. If it's pointing right, the ball's going right. So just be aware of the club face. And there's different ways to be aware of it. And I know Bob's got a really good point that he learned from Lee Trevino.
Yeah, Trevino.
About club face awareness.
Let's go see that episode with Trevino. Just really quick and see what he tells us about club face awareness.
I'm the only one that's ever swung the club the way that I swing it. I fell into this thing accidentally because I used to draw the ball and hit it from right to left very bad. And I've always had a saying, and is you can talk to a fade, but a hook won't listen, you see. And so there's no sense in hooking the ball because it's very inconsistent to hook the ball. And the reason for it is simply because the hands tend to pronate. Mm-hmm. People tend to be taught to pronate going back and then pronate going forward. And what they seem to forget is that always, anytime you grip a golf club, you will see the face of the club and the back of the left hand point in the same direction. In other words, so what do you have here is you have two golf clubs. You have a face there, and you have a face here. I hit a golf ball with this golf club.
Back of your left hand.
Sure, yeah. Because what happens is wherever this left hand goes, that's what influences that. If this left hand turns here, the club face turns.
All right, so club face, we're gonna be aware of the club face, right? If the club face is pointing this way, the ball's going that way. If it's pointing that way, it's going that way. Pretty simple, right? I'm gonna have the club face pointing this way, watch the ball go that way. So the ball started left. I'm gonna have the club face pointing this way. Now it's gonna go that way. So now the ball started right.
That's beautiful.
Simple as that. Okay, be aware of the club face. There's no secret, magic secret to it. Just come out to the range, hit some balls. Try to hit some left, try to hit some right. Be aware of the impact spot, club face. I subscribe to the Ironman's channel. Make sure you do subscribe. There's phenomenal stuff on there, good tips, good information. And in the comments below, let us know what your pre-shot routine is. Make up your own if you don't have one.
So if you're going to hit like a right to left and a left to right shot.
If I was going to hit a left to right, I would change the right hand. Look where the forearm's pointing.
Okay. Yep.
You see it? Pointing up.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's when you hit this ball, it's going to be there. Okay. Look at the club face.
Yep.
Okay? So we want you to get this guy so he can see two knuckles.
Okay.
And when he turns it there, now where's the forearm going? It's going left of the ball, isn't it?
Correct.
All right, so it wants to go this way now. And that's where you get the fade.
Do the opposite if they're going to draw.
You keep the grip, but you get very active.
Okay.
If you put this hand here, now you know in your subconscious mind, you know that you're going to have to really roll this baby, or you can only roll it that much more. Can't roll it much. That's where you hit the soft draw.
Thanks to Lee Trevino. Pretty good golfer.
Oh, he did all right in his day.
Pretty good ball striker. That guy controlled the trajectory, controlled the curvature of the ball.
His ball striking was phenomenal, and he could do anything he wanted with the ball because he knew where the club face was at all times.
Club face.
Yes.
Going back to the beginning when we talked about tempo and all of that, brought to mind one final story, and that's Bruce Crampton was a great, great golfer. Never played with a glove. I played with Bruce at this is how long ago it was. Gerald Ford was president of the United States. He invited me to play in his tournament. So I'm playing, there's Jack Nicklaus there and Bob Hope and people that nobody knows about, Dinah Shore, Clint Eastwood, etc. And I'm playing with Bruce Crampton. And we played the first day and I said, Bruce, what do you think about my game? He said, yeah, pretty good. It's all right. He said, but I tell you what. He said, you've got to learn to slow it down. He said, here's what I do. The day I'm playing, I get up and I do everything in slow motion.
Ooh,
everything.
Yes.
He says, I move, I brush my teeth in slow motion. I drive there in slow motion. I walk out there. And so I tried that and I did everything in slow motion. Got out there and we're swinging just slow and bigger turn. Honest to goodness, it's the best day of my life. We were hitting 1-irons back in the day when you hit 1-irons.
Yeah, that's right.
There was a sign out there, 250, and I felt like, do you want me to hit it at the 2, the 5, the 0?
Ooh, yes.
That was the best day because maybe I want to go back to that.
That's a fun place to be when you have that much control of your ball, right?
Oh, it's great.
It's just the confidence of it, yes. I remember Greg Norman going to the Masters. Obviously, unfortunately, he didn't win. Sorry, Greg. But he would slow down as well. And also when he was driving, he'd make sure he'd feel the steering wheel and get control of his hands. And yes, so again, that goes way back into pre-shot routine, and that's all part of preparing for that first tee shot.
We've got so much information
Yes.
for
Yeah, we're
you.
piling it on. We're piling it on.
Thank you for joining us, John.
Yes.
Thank you.
Bob,
And-
my pleasure.
And as we say,
Yes.
may your golf and your life be
Yes.
absolutely amazing.
Yes. Cheers, fellas.